Backyard. 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 Backyard.
Welcome to the backyard. Well, so far we talked about GMOs. We've talked about natural. And we got Dr. Terry Van Dyke. He does a lot of work with organic farms. Mike's got some organic beef farms, and I work with some organic farms. So this will be a great topic. This is a topic that doesn't go away. Everybody's got thousands of opinions on it. And I'm going to kind of open it up. Terry, you're dealing with about a 350 cow dairy.
Yep.
North of here, that's organic. We got another 200 cow dairy that's organic.
Yep.
But let's open it up. What does organic mean to you, Terry?
Yep. Well, organic, they're not using any antibiotics in their cattle as far as any treatments. Like we said in our previous one, we're not using antibiotics to create more milk. Antibiotics will be used in conventional dairies to treat diseases, just like we do with ourselves. But in organics, they do not use any antibiotic treatments. They will won't use herbicides or insecticides on their land. It's all they're using natural ways to control weeds.
And that takes like 3 or 4 years to get something like that to get certified as an organic crop to feed to your organic cattle.
It actually wasn't until 2002 that they actually formed the standards that the organic farms have to follow. Before that, there were different regulations in different states, and different companies had different regulations. So actually in 2002 is when they had a standardized rules or tests that they had to follow. So in that sense, it's relatively new.
One thing that we have to realize too is just because it says grass-fed does not mean it's organic. You know, that's a misconception out there. You got any grass-fed? Well, yeah, almost all our livestock are grass-fed to one extent or the other. Sometime in that lactating cow's life, she more than likely was on grass in a lot of our situations.
There's just some very specific guidelines, like Terry was saying, for organic, from how you can raise your feed, what you can feed, and what you can do when there is a health challenge with the cattle. And the organic producers still treat those cattle. They just take them out of their organic production system. You know, they realize they can't let that animal suffer with whatever its infection is, be it a pneumonia or just the common things that rarely happen but happen with livestock. And they treat them, and then they leave the organic system and just become conventional livestock at that point.
No, they can't come back into the system. So it's a very regulated system. The guys that have switched over to organic, it's been a process. It's been it's been a trying ordeal
on their soil to get it converted, to get their cows converted. And they're going to be relying more on their soils, getting their soils to provide a lot of the nutrients, and a good vaccination program on a organic herd is very important to prevent any problems, so we don't have anything to treat. Keep your animals healthy is even more important on an organic herd.
And it's becoming more of a challenge for some of these guys. It certainly seems to be, as far as getting the nutrients back in the soils, because ever since the Clean Air Act in 1997, we don't have sulfur anymore coming with acid rain. And Mike, you're well aware of that and how that works with boron and sulfur and these coal burning plants and things like that. We're back in the before the World War. Well, everything was pretty rich. The soils were rich, and
we only harvested a third of the crop or less that we harvest today. One thing that comes up with the organic and natural conversation is why does it cost more in the store? And it's real simple. I'll summarize it. It costs more to produce. They've made it. Those producers have made a decision. They're going to, by default, produce less because they have less options, and in turn, they get a financial reward for that, which hopefully can keep them profitable, because without profits, none of the producers would continue to be here.
That's. And I think with organic, one thing I have seen is even with the conventional farmers now, they're much more aware of the soil quality. We were just, I say, putting fertilizer sometimes, not really knowing if we were putting the right stuff on. But I think with the organic, the trend has been to be looking more at soils and getting our soils more rich and producing their own nutrients.
We're sampling more, and we're looking at our manure and sampling our manure back and finding out exactly what we're putting into that soil. So we're not, what are we short of?
And then a general summary, all of these segments of production are trying to do the same thing. They're trying to use the least amount of synthetic material because it has a cost
Right.
to produce the most amount of end product to sell.
Right.
And the conventional producers will do it differently than the organic, extremely differently, but kind of with the same goal.
Right.
Low cost, high production.
Yes.
Yep. And the key to all of it is good forage.
Yep.
Yep.
More
Yep.
forage, the better, the healthier, and everything else. And
Right.
and we gotta try to get all the nutrients we can out of that forage, and that goes right back to what you're saying. So
Yeah.
no, it's an interesting industry, and it's been a lot of fun. We've witnessed basically three transitions: GMOs and natural and organic. Where it goes from here, I don't know.
Well, thanks.
Thank you, and please stop down at the backyard. And remember, we got the pet foods and the milk and the cheese and all that kind of great stuff. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Yard. 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 Yard.